Has another parent ever gotten mad at you for saying no to their child? A dad at the playground demanded I let his 5-year-old use my service dog because it's just sitting there anyway. I have PTSD from military service. My German Shepherd Diesel is trained to detect my panic attacks and crowd me when I'm overwhelmed. He's not a pet. He's literally keeping me functional in public spaces. This kid kept trying to pet Diesel during my daughter's playdate at the park. Diesel was wearing his bright red service vest with "Do Not Pet" patches clearly visible, but the boy kept reaching for him anyway. "Can I play with your doggy?" he asked sweetly, tugging on Diesel's tail while his parents sat on their phones 20 feet away. I gently moved his hand away. "Sorry, buddy, but he's working right now. Service dogs can't be petted when they're on duty." The kid's father immediately appeared, phone already in hand like he was expecting confrontation. "Are you seriously going to disappoint a child over some made-up rule? Sir, this is a medical service animal. Distracting him could be dangerous for me." He rolled his eyes dramatically. "Dangerous? It's a dog, not a defibrillator. My son just wants to throw a ball with him for 5 minutes. I understand your son's curiosity, but the answer is still no. He's trained for specific medical tasks that require constant focus." The dad stepped closer, voice rising loud enough for half the playground to hear. "This is absolutely ridiculous. Dogs are meant to play with kids, not be some entitled emotional support blanket." Other parents were starting to notice the growing commotion. A mom pushing her toddler on the swings paused mid-push to watch. The dad on the bench with his laptop looked up from his screen. Even the teenagers at the basketball court turned around. "Look," I said quietly, trying to de-escalate. "I served 3 tours in Afghanistan. Diesel alerts me to panic attacks before they happen. When kids distract him during his work." "Oh, spare me the sob story," he interrupted with a dismissive wave. "Every millennial claims PTSD these days. Your dog looks perfectly fine to me. My kid just wants to pet him." I felt my chest tightening, the familiar warning signs that Diesel was trained to detect. Right on cue, he moved closer to my legs, providing deep pressure therapy. That's when my daughter Nora, who's 8, walked over from the monkey bars where she'd been playing with her friend Avery. She was still wearing her soccer cleats from practice earlier. "Daddy, why is that man yelling at you?" she asked, looking between us with concern. "He wants Diesel to play with his son instead of helping Daddy stay calm." Nora looked at the man with the most serious expression I'd ever seen on her 8-year-old face. She crossed her arms exactly like her mother does when she's angry, a gesture that would have been adorable if the situation wasn't so tense. "Sir, my daddy saved people in Afghanistan. Diesel saves my daddy from nightmares. Your son has a whole playground full of swings and slides to play with." The dad's face turned bright red with embarrassment and anger. "Don't lecture me, kid. This is between adults. My daddy says only bullies pick on people who need help," Nora continued, her voice getting louder and more confident, "and only really mean people try to take away someone's helper." An elderly woman walking her poodle stopped at the fence and called out, "Young man, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself." A jogger paused his run to add, "That little girl has more sense than you do." The man's own son looked confused and increasingly embarrassed. "Daddy, why is everyone agreeing with her? Are we the bad guys?" Realizing he'd become the playground villain in front of dozens of witnesses, the dad grabbed his son's hand roughly. "This is ridiculous. We're leaving right now." As they walked quickly toward the parking lot, I heard him on the phone with his wife. "No, we can't stay here. Some veteran got the whole park turned against me over his stupid dog." Nora looked up at me with those big brown eyes that always melt my heart. "Did I do good, Daddy?" I knelt down and hugged her tight, feeling Diesel settle beside us both. "You did perfect, sweetheart. Diesel thinks so too." Diesel's tail was wagging as he nuzzled Nora's face, his way of saying thank you to his favorite little human protector. "Best wingman I've ever had."